Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Platinum Bloodborne. This is episode 10. Let's go this way, and before we go that way, let's put some antidotes in this position. Wow, that last episode, huh? That was horrible. Okay, first thing, this has something straight away. Step on this elevator, and then I think it's this way. Yep, walk straight out here onto a secret passage. There's a lot of these secret passages based around elevators where you have to like get off halfway and all that. I did not find this for the longest time, and then when I did, I was so happy because I was confused as to certain areas of the game. I think we are actually going to get a trophy here. In this chest, we find our first rune, and yep, that gives us our first trophy, first rune-based trophy, rune contact, and okay. It also gives us our second rune-based trophy. I'll explain that in a second. Messenger Urn Festival. This is another adornment that you can put on the messengers, and then we just jump back down here, and we're here. I know I said last episode I was going to search the reason why the young Yarnum girl isn't here, and I forgot to do that, so I will do that before the next episode, and then we'll deal with that. Unless, of course, I see her somewhere during this episode, which I doubt. Okay, so the reason we got the, what was it? The Rune Master Trophy as well is because this is a higher level rune, so it's there's a specific word for it, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, it's a higher level rune. What it does, I probably should have stayed on that screen a little bit longer. Don't worry about that guy. It increases your Quicksilver bullet maximum capacity, so instead of being able to have 20 Quicksilver bullets to use, you can use 24, so it increases it by 4. Kill this guy. Is there anyone else in the room? No, that's just another wheelchair gunner bob. But this one, in this chest, is actually another rune, and it is called Communion. Communion is pretty good, because Communion, it allows you to have one more blood vial. So there are better levels of that rune, as you can tell, because that one has +1 and the other one has +4. There are 5 different levels of each rune. We won't be able to get them all on single player. You want to just rush this bridge here, kill this gunner bob with a few simple strikes. Won't be able to get them all on single player because some of them are based on chalice dungeons and stuff like that. Oh wait, actually, you could. It's just that, yeah, as I said, some are based on chalice dungeons. Please don't fall. He's gonna fall. No. Well, let's not worry about him for right now. He's still gonna be there. He doesn't disappear. So let's not worry about him for right now. Instead, let's go this way. I'm not gonna go in there yet. Let me just have a quick peek over here. I know this is the same area, okay, cool. Alright, let's go in here. In here there are a few enemies, so we're gonna go swing and miss. Okay, this is bad. Let's get out of here. Whoa. Heal, roll, kill. Okay, so we just sort of got their attention. Anyone around the corner here? How did that miss? And again, there we go. You'll notice there I did 2 sweeping swings from right to left, like that. And that was because I waited long enough for him to not be able to jump straight into the second one. So there's like a sort of a period of a few frames where you can go 1, 2, but if you do 1, okay, well I actually left that longer. If you go 1, and then, wow, okay, the frames are much longer. Hang on, how did I do it then? Oh, okay, if you press forward, you can sort of cancel out of that transition period, and then you can use the same move in a different, use the same move over again. In that chest there was a blood-tinged gemstone too, so we're probably going to equip that to our pistol, like we did with the first one. And if we have enough blood shards, might even be able to have 2 of them. Now, is there? Yep. There's an ogre outside and he's going to come and attack us, hopefully. If we're lucky. Come here. Alright, well let's just get rid of him. Ow. Damn, that shot was huge. That took a lot of damage. Alright, let's avoid his attack. There we go. Haha. Blood vials! Maybe I shouldn't have used it for that tiny little bit of health, but I wanted to. Did that guy survive? Oh my god, he survived. Alright. Risky. Come on. Yeah! Goodbye. Now you didn't survive. And he probably dropped an item, but I don't care. Alright, let's go back up. Having a lot more fun than the last episode. Oh god, Blood-starved beast. Alright, so what's that death count now? 3? I wasn't going to do a death count, but I guess I should do one. Hopefully I won't die many more times. I know that I would... I was pretty confident that I would not be able to finish the game without dying. But I was also pretty confident that I wouldn't have died on that boss of all the bosses that there are. Is there anything back here? I thought there was something back here. No, it must just be this thing that you probably thought I missed. Alright, inspect. The sky and the cosmos are one. The choir. I have absolutely no idea what that means. But I know that sort of became like a meme in, well, not a meme. It was just something that everyone was putting on their, like, writing down for other players in their notebook. And I don't know why. Actually, I kind of do know why, but I've forgotten. So maybe if I remember when we get to that point, I'll be able to explain that a bit better. Alright, what's next? You are dead. Is there a second one in here? There's that one over there. He's well camouflaged, but not well camouflaged for memory. Whoa, okay. That guy. Oof, is it getting hot in here, or is it just you? Alright, let's have a look. I know some of you snickered at that joke, that pun. They're like, that was funny, Ultima. Alright, what's in here? Aha, the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. I actually quite like that item. It allows us access to a very special weapon, I believe. Is there anything in here? No, okay. This door is locked, and we can't open it for a really long time. I've said that before. Yeah, but it's that one, seriously, like, it's quite a lot. It's towards the end of the game. I think we have to beat like 6 or 7 more bosses before we can even unlock that door. That's okay though. We have better stuff to do. Alright, now I'm debating as to which way I should do this. I think I'm going to do it that way because I have an idea of how this should work. Alright, let's have a look. So, to explain this, I had no idea that you could jump down here. I think when I first got to this point, I looked down there and I was like, oh, yes, he dropped twin bloodstone shards. Alright, cool. Let's have a look at that real quick. So it's exactly the same as the bloodstone shard, but it's like the next level. So we can actually upgrade our weapon again, I think, unless we need 3. We probably need 3. Alright, but that's still good. Yeah, when I saw this the first time, or that area that I just jumped down to the first time, I was like, can we even jump down there? And I think I like questioned it, but then after questioning it, I never went back and tried again. So I think that's what happened. Alright, the first thing I'm gonna do is not the first thing I did when I went here the first time, but hopefully I'll be right. I think all I have to do is that. Excellent. Okay. That was a lucky jump. Alright, so you sort of sprint a little bit and aim at this, and then you drop down onto this one, and then we enter somewhere where, if you don't know this, like where this is, like I ended up coming here at the very end of the game, when I first played through, but this is pretty cool to look at now, because not only do we get a trophy for visiting this place, but this is the non-dream state of the Hunter's Dream. So this is like the actual original old abandoned workshop. And it's pretty similar. It's not identical, but it is pretty similar. Let's look around because there's stuff to collect here. There is an important item. The chests are located sort of where messengers and stuff are in the other version. This is the entire doll set, which is the set that the doll who levels you up, who's around here, is wearing. I never use it. It's not that great. There's like lore on it and stuff like that, which I guess what I'll do, instead of reading it, I'll just go to it. Where is it? Okay, so they're all... Alright, if you want to read it, just pause the video and have a look. Oh, it's just the top bit that changes. Yeah, so it's nothing special. And it's not very strong at all. Ah, this one. Okay. This is actually an important item. The art of quickening speeds up rolling in quick steps. This is one of the reasons why, this is like, to me, the only reason why you would want to upgrade Arcane. If you can get your Arcane to 15, you can use this old Hunter Bone and you become much faster. So you're rolling like this and your quick steps just, it actually looks really cool. And if I have a chance to do it later on in the game, which I think I will with all the echoes that I'll get from the Chalice dungeons, I'll show you what that looks like. That is really, really cool. Okay, this item is extremely important as well. We need 3 of these to complete the platinum. So this is 1, and we'll collect... There are 4 in the game total, and I think I'm going to get all 4. But this is the first one. That was actually my last one the first time I played. And in here, there's a small hair ornament. So we looked at that on one of the information screens, on loading screens. Where is that located? Here. A small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of the care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its colour would stand out most brilliantly against a head of greyish hair. Alright. An abandoned doll. And I think... yeah, that's all that it says. I don't think there's anything else here. Let me just have a quick look. Can't go that way. Pretty sure that's all the items in this area. I'll just double check. Yep, okay. And there's a nice little checkpoint here that we can use if we ever... Oh, wait a second. I know what I can do. Alright, instead of... I was kind of confused as to how I was going to do this, but I think I've... can't believe the loading screen for this one came up again. I was a little confused as to how I was going to show off all the content in that area, but I think now I know how to do it. So I'm going to come back here. Actually, let's talk to her.
Welcome. What is it?
If we talk... Okay, we have the option to hand over, so let's talk to her real quick. Yeah, okay, she says the same thing. Yep. Alright, let's hand over the small hair ornament.
What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter, could this be joy?
Okay, so we give her the small hair ornament and she gives us a tear stone. And the tear stone... Oh, I was about to leave and I just realized I could actually go up here and... Hey, this guy's back again. Let's talk to him again.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erdon Chapel. Ascend from there. You will find the church workshop.
Okay, so he tells us to ascend. He says ascend to Odin Chapel. I'm assuming he means ascend Odin Chapel, because Odin Chapel's at the bottom. Can we use this? No. We don't have the workshop tool for this at the moment, but we will eventually. Alright, let's repair our weapon. And let's have a look at this blood gem fortification again. Okay, nothing I want to change there. Wow, look at that upgrade. So the top one increases its attack by 1.8%, which basically does 3 extra damage. And this one increases by 12.6%. That's huge. Alright, let's equip that. And let's have a look if we can fortify. Okay, no, I was right before. We need 3 of them to at least fortify by 1. And same thing with the pistol. So we're going to leave well enough alone. What now? Oh yeah, let's check what the Radiant Sword Hunter badge gives. I think I know what it is. What did we get this time in this? Oh my god, what am I doing? Thought I was playing a different game where R2 is zoom. Okay, this just looks like a notepad or something. It should have given us... Yep, Ludwig's Holy Blade. Alright. So this is a weapon. I'm not going to buy it now. I'll buy it towards the end of the game. It's just another weapon. When I tried using it, and it's pretty cool because this weapon acts like a weapon that was in Dark Souls 1 and possibly in 2. Yeah, I think it was in 2. And I really liked it, but it just became... I realized that the Hunter Axe was just my favorite, and I really enjoyed that one. Also here, there's a Ludwig's rifle, whatever you want us to call it. Ludwig. We'll get that later. Ooh, these are alright. This is all very expensive, but we'll get that down the track. Alright, so there's like more stuff to buy now. But we want to probably use our echoes on... wait, what's this? This looks different. No, it's not different. Okay. Back to Cathedral Ward. Alright, we have a little bit more time. How much looks like we got? About 8 minutes? Yeah, I think 8 minutes should be enough to explore the rest of what I wanted to explore today. Yeah, so we'll buy all that stuff much later at the end of the game. Like I said, the Hunter Axe is more than enough to defeat the final boss and get through the game and all that, so we'll buy all those weapons later. We actually need to buy them for the trophies, so yeah. Okay. So when this loading screen decides to finish, there we go. Alright, let's have a quick look around. I'm going to talk to him as well. Not yet, but I will talk to him eventually. I got another insight. I should have used that. One thing you want to be careful of in this area, when you're operating this lift, don't rush too much through this door, because if the lift isn't there, you'll just rush straight into the hole and die. Because I died like that once. It was so silly. Oh yeah, everything's respawned. That's a bit silly. Actually that's alright, because the area we need to go to is at the bottom. So I'm just going to clear out this enemy here. And then one more. Yes, alright. And I'm going to leave everyone in there to their own devices. And I'm just going to skip here to where we were going before. Alright. Let's continue this way. Alright, let's see, how do we start this? Alright, this is a really tricky descent. This is like a lot of tricky platforming. You have to kind of like plan ahead, so let's have a look. I want to land on that beam, and I think I can land on that beam from that bridge, so I'm going to land on this bridge. The best way is to just walk forward here, land. And I'll heal up in a second. Now to land on that beam. Oh wait, no. Now I just walk off this one. Land on here. Walk off this beam. And pray to God that I get this, because I do not want to come back here for any more items. There we go. Messenger top hat. Another adornment that we can give to our messengers. Completely useless. Well, completely useless in terms of like anything to do with helping us beat the game. Okay, so there's another one over there. For that one, I think we do this, is it? Yeah. We just sort of position ourselves here. Walk as slowly as possible. Drop. Madman's knowledge. Again, that we can use that to gain insight. I never really did it before because I wasn't sure what the other repercussions were. I still don't know. Okay, and I'm gonna heal. Oh god, I hope I get this. Yes. Awesome. Alright, so just slowly walk off that edge. Now for this last one, I think we're actually safe. I think we can jump to the bottom. Yeah, I think we can jump to the bottom. I'm gonna try and land on that heap of... Or should I go for that? I think I went for that last time and I fell anyway. Let's go. Perfect. I only took a slight bit of damage. Alright, now this guy... Yeah, this guy is kind of a mini-boss. I actually don't remember how to fight him because when I got here the first time, I did beat him in one go, like I didn't lose to him, but because of that, I actually don't remember how to fight him properly, so... But excellent. If I just take my time, and I actually kind of like letting him use his fire techniques because... Oh, not that one. That one's not nasty. Come on. I wanted to get him with the first swing. Perfect. Yes! Excellent. Okay, we get the Beast Rune from this guy. What level is that Beast Rune? It is... I think it's level 2. I can't remember. Temporary boost to transform plus 20. So yeah, this relates to the Beast transformation. Again, I apologize because I have no idea how to access that, and I haven't seen it before. Maybe I'll look up a video of it or something and explain it a bit more, because I know that we get another Beast Rune later on in the game. But yeah, that's just one thing I never really discovered. Alright, this area is not too long, so I'm going to try and go through this all today. Let's knock on the door.
A night of curses. A night to remember. Will you say, friend?
Okay, that guy's insane. Let's try again. Yep. Okay, so it's the same thing. We can actually like knock things over here and make sounds. There was something about this area. Oh yeah, ravens. And yes, I know it's in the description. I said that So Raven was a 90s show. I have no idea what I was thinking. But I left it in the description that I obviously knew that. Whoa, doggy. No. No. There we go. So, as I said... Whoa, what the hell? I didn't know you were here. Alright, so this is the enemy. We're going to be seeing this enemy quite a bit, and he is not nice. I call him... I call him Mr. Bagglesworth. Yes, it's a reference to Austin Powers, Mr. Bigglesworth. And this guy really sucks, like, truly. He's actually not too difficult to beat, but he is very dangerous. If he kills you, which I have a feeling he will eventually kill me, well, not this one, but one of them will. Oh, thank God, that's right, he gives twin bloodstone shards and a whole bunch of blood echoes. If he kills you, well, stuff's gonna happen, and I'm gonna have to like alter my guide. Which is why, hopefully, if you're watching this, and since this is my like first guide ever on YouTube, it probably will be finished by the time anyone sees this or needs to use it, or if anyone uses it at all. But yeah, look in the video description, or yeah, the video description should have. I'll put in a link to a video that explains what happens when that guy kills you, because essentially, I'll try and explain it. What happens is he kills you and you get put in a prison in an area of the game that you cannot access otherwise, and there is an area of the game that looks exactly the same as that area, but it's not the same, and you can never access that particular area that he puts you into when you get killed by him, ever. So if you don't get killed by him for the whole game, you're going to skip an area, which it's not a big deal. There's just like there's a whole bunch of items and stuff that you can get there, but it's not a big deal. Alright, as I said, this area is pretty short and we're almost done. Oh no, it's Squidly. I hate this enemy so much. Alright, this enemy's powerful, so I'm gonna just go for him and pray that I get him. If you let him hit you with Arcane, you're gonna die. Like, almost certainly. What? No. No, no, no. Hang on. I might be able to survive this. If you get attacked like this, spam L2 and R2, and you can pull him away from you. And then if I'm lucky enough, I can roll away. Oh my god. Actually. Please. Alright. See if I can use... This guy is so dangerous. Yes! Thank god that jumped. If I had done this instead of that, I probably would have died. That guy sucks. He is really hard and he hurts a lot, and I'm just lucky that I killed him. And we get a Fire Blood Gemstone 3 for our efforts, which, since I came here really early this time and not at the end of the game like last time, that might actually be useful. I do not know, but we'll find out. Alright, I'm going to stop the episode very soon. I'm just going to go here. I think I know where this leads me, and if I'm correct, then I'm going to stop right here. Wow, that is weird on his, like, that part of his coat. Yep, this is exactly where I thought it leads. Okay, behind or outside here is an item. Don't worry about it, we'll collect it next episode. And that is an area that we haven't been to before, so I'll explain everything in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'm Ultimate456. See you next time. Bye.